Happy Monday afternoon, Pink Ladies. Hope everyone's doing great on this beautiful day today. It has been so sunny and so beautiful, and just you cannot beat this weather. I've been in an extremely good mood, so thought I would talk about our Eureka Springs trip Thursday and just some other stuff, and maybe a lot of y'all are getting ready to do little trips or go places since the weather's gotten nice, so, or you get an opportunity to go, so. But before we get started, I've been in a super fantastic mood today. So this is my go-to feel good song that just, I don't know, I've just loved it ever since I heard it in the Dazed and Confused movie back in the day. So, but it's one of my favorite, just feel good, summer, good feeling kind of song. So I'm going to play that for you guys, and then we'll get started with the Pink Lady Speaks Her Mind.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. See the paper laying on the sidewalk, a little music from the house next door. So I walked on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing her tune. And I come home from a hard day's work, and you're waiting there, not a care in the world. See the smile ring in the kitchen, food cooking on the plates for two. Feel the arms that reach out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Alright guys, let me stop that real quick. Oh. Yeah, I've always really liked that song. It's just really pretty and soothing and just relaxing. It's just one of those feel-good songs that I absolutely love. So, hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And I guess we'll go ahead and get started with the Pink Lady Speaks Her Mind. So, So we were supposed to go up for my brother's birthday. His birthday is April 20th, which yes is today, but the plan was we were going to go. My husband and I had already taken off time Thursday and Friday of this last week. We were going to go up to Rogers and see my brother for his birthday, and we were all going to go out and go to dinner and have cupcakes and things like that. And I hadn't got to celebrate my brother's birthday in a really long time, so we were kind of looking forward to that. But as a lot of you guys know, and I've talked about in other episodes, and it went way back into December, my dad has been diagnosed with a type of dementia. He was doing really well to a point that my brother was like, well, maybe he didn't have that, or he was doing really, really well. And he lives with my brother and my sister-in-law. Well, he started not feeling good and not doing well from what she had said, and he's had to take more like pain medications and some things like that. He was falling a lot more. They had to get a wheelchair. It's just really hard. I know this has been hard on my brother too. It's been hard on me to think about because my dad always was so strong and always did so well. Like I said, that's kind of heavy talk. If y'all want to learn more about that situation, I did talk about that on previous episodes that go back, like I said, they go back to December when a lot of this was going on and first happening. And well, he went to Circle of Life. He can usually go for like 5 days at a time. They're a really great organization. They have, you know, medical team that comes out weekly and helps my brother and her with things with my dad and his health. So it's been a complete blessing. They are amazing, and I'm so glad that my dad has signed up for that. So all I know, I haven't heard from him in a little while, was that I guess Dad had gone because they had to cancel my brother's birthday party and all that, which I know my dad had been really looking forward to that too, because like I said, he was doing really well and feeling better. And just from what my brother had said and just talking to him on the phone, he almost seemed like normal dad again. I was just like blown away at how good he was doing. So I guess it's a setback again. So I'll have more information when I talk to my brother about that. Well, Sean and I don't get to go to like Eureka Springs or things like that very often because it's about 3 hours away. And we've got dogs, we've got a farm, we got a horse, we got goats. It's really hard for us to go for a day when it's far away. So we had it set up for my stepson to come over and house sit for us after school. He's a senior this year, actually about to graduate. I cannot believe it. He's graduating May 11th. I'm just like, wow, where'd the time go? I don't know if any of y'all are like that, or your kids are growing up, they're graduating high school, and you're about to be an empty nest, and it's just a lot of changes, a lot of different stuff going on. And but he's a super terrific kid. He always helps us out like that. And well, we already had it set up for him to come over and do that so that we could go to Rogers for my brother's birthday. But like I said, he had to cancel all that. My dad was not doing well at all. He did send me a message that Dad was back home now, so I'm hoping that maybe he can get back on track and start feeling better again, or having some good days. Maybe down the road we can plan something else again. It's just right now, my husband, I have a lot going on. Like I said, with my stepson Gabe getting ready to graduate high school, that's coming up. This weekend he's got senior skip day, and him and some friends are going to Branson, and they're going to stay the night Friday, and they'll probably be gone most of the day Saturday, so he's really not going to come see us this weekend. So, but that's how it goes as they get older, and it's like, really? But anyway, I'm sure a lot of you women can relate as your kids start getting older and they start graduating and college plans and plans with friends, and mom and dad kind of get put on the back burner. But like I said, he's a really sweet kid, and he came over Thursday after school. He's a senior this year, so he gets out at like 12:30. So he came over Thursday, and I left him a little bit of money in that for coming and watching the dogs and sending them out. So he came over and took care of him and stayed till almost 8 o'clock Thursday night. So, I mean, I'm just so super proud of this kid. I can't speak highly enough of my son, that he does these things that really help us out, because me and Sean had not been, my husband, we had not been to Eureka Springs in like 9 years. It had been forever, and we both really, really wanted to go and get to shop and look around and visit some places there, and some places that we didn't get to go the last time that we got to go. And so it was really wonderful. I hate that my brothers got canceled, because I did want to see him and Dad a lot. But since that did get canceled, we didn't want to let our days off and things like that be in vain. So, you know, or just, we took it off already. So, I mean, he already had his PTO, and I had off for the Friday, because I wanted to rest after traveling Friday, and my husband's off on Fridays. They put in 10 hours Monday through Thursday, so they put 40 hours into 4 days, so they have the week, you know, long weekend every week. So, but anyway, we went up to Eureka Springs, and it had been forever. And if any of y'all are from Arkansas, then you know how amazing Eureka Springs is. If you're not, or you just haven't been, oh, you've got to. If you come to Arkansas, or you live here and for some reason you haven't been to Eureka Springs, you need to go, because it is the most magical healing place. I mean, to me, it kind of has a vibe like Hot Springs, but even more artsy, and just, I don't know, like I said, there's something magical about Eureka Springs. And a lot of y'all already know I have some health issues and things that I deal with, and I have a lot of chronic pain issues. So I had on like my Doc Marten sandals, and I had that little plantar fasciitis sleeve that I put on my right foot that helps with some of the heel pain and foot pain and stuff. Well, it's crazy. We were there and walked around and shopped and did all this, and there's something, like I said, is healing there, and I think it has to do a lot with the crystals in the ground, the water, the underground springs, just all that around. It's just very healing there. People are so friendly and so kind, and you just pick up on all that good energy and the good vibes and just everything going on around you. Well, neither one of us hurt while we were there. Now, I ain't gonna say we weren't maybe hurting later on the drive home or the next day, which was Friday. We were pretty tired and achy, but I'll tell you, while we were in Eureka Springs, y'all, because y'all know we do a paranormal podcast too, so I can say this, there's something different there. I mean, it's just something, and it's good. It's a good different. Like, it's a healing, good vibe, energy kind of place. So, I mean, I highly recommend Eureka Springs, and we had a blast. We took a lot of pictures. It was just so much fun, and something that Sean and I don't get to do all the time. Like I said, that's a little far for us with having the dogs. We really have to just work our schedules around where Gabe can come and watch the dogs and kind of house sit a little for us when we're gone like that. I told Sean if we check with his schedule once he starts college and a job and all that, but have it worked out where maybe Sean and I could save up to stay a night up in Eureka Springs and get us like a little room and a bed and breakfast, and do that. That would be so super fun, just to stay the night and get to do more. That would just be really fun. But like I said, we have to see what Gabe's schedule looks like to do that sometime. But that shouldn't interfere with a lot of the stuff he's doing, because he could just stay the night here, because we've got plenty of room and, you know, extra bed and stuff like that, guest bed and that, because of course he'll have his old room, but he actually plans on getting an apartment with a friend in August, and they're going to share everything, and they're both going to be attending ASUBB, so he's going to bring his bed and a lot of his things that we've given him for his apartment. So, but like I said, I'd like to see if we could make it work where he could come and stay the night and watch the dogs for us, make sure they're, you know, go in and out and pottied and all, and it would just be super fun to be able to go up there and do that, because like I said, we had a blast, and it's something that he and I don't get to do very often, so we both really enjoyed it. And I know this is my Pink Lady Speaks Her Mind, but like I said, we also have a paranormal podcast for any of you that do follow a lot of the paranormal or just weird things or coincidence. Me and Sean really don't believe in coincidences. But so we went to this little bookstore in Eureka Springs called LaGrange, and it was really cool. It was like this really beautiful purple door. There's like a lot of purple and black, and you go in, it's just like this nice calming ambient lighting, you know, in there. They had incense for sale and candles and different stuff. They had books in there. Well, I had got my incense. I found what I wanted to get in there, and Sean loves to read. I listen to more audio books just for the simple fact that right now in my life with everything going on, I just don't have a lot of time to sit down and read. So I do more like audio books and on my phone or whatever. Well, I got him a book. They had like these mystery bags, and you didn't know what you were getting, right? And so I picked it out of the horror thriller section, because we both like the horror thriller type books, suspense type books. So I just picked a book. And my husband was proceeding to talk to the woman that was working in there that he really loves Darcy Coates books. And, you know, that he got me hooked on them, and I listened to a lot of her books and that. And she was just real friendly, and we just talked to her for a good little bit. You know, they had a cat in there, so I had to go pet the cat, and a little bookstore cat. So we leave, and we're doing some things, walking around. We decide to go eat. So we sat down to go eat, and I was like, oh, you got your mystery book. You want to see what you got? And he's like, yeah, you know. And so I handed him his book across the table, and he opened it. Y'all, I am not kidding you. It was a Darcy Coates book. Yeah, that still gives me chills that he was talking to her about liking Darcy Coates, and it was a mystery book. I just picked one randomly. And it was a Darcy Coates book, and one that he does not have. And we were both just like, no way. How is that even possible? So, like I said, it's a magical place there. So, I don't know. It just ended up being the kind of books that he really loves, and one he didn't have, and we were both just kind of blown away. And we don't really believe in too many coincidences. I think things just sometimes happen, or they're a mystery, but that was really cool. So, and not only did he get the book, it was just kind of neat that it had a sticker in there, and then it had a bookmark, and it had one of these little you can like put it over your thumb or finger when you're reading, and it just kind of, you can hold your book open with it. It's one of those that kind of, it's like this foam thing that holds your book open and keeps your place while you're reading. So it was just kind of neat that he got all that. So, and like I said, it was just no way, because we were just telling her that he really loved Darcy Coates books, and lo and behold, he opens it up and it's a Darcy Coates book. So, really good author too. If you like horror, thriller, suspense, paranormal, Darcy Coates. But, anyway, it was just a lot of fun. And by the way, if y'all hear chewing, I've done my podcast in here before in my jewelry hobby room, and this is also my dog Annabelle's room. Her crates in here, and her food bowl and water bowl and stuff, and toys and that. So if you hear chewing, she's over there in her box chewing on her bone. So it's just something that Annabelle does. She loves to chew on that bone. She got it at Christmas, and it's like her favorite toy. So it's like one of those really tough Nyla bone type things, and she just loves laying over there and chewing on it. So if you hear that, I'm sorry, but not much to do about that. She likes her toy. But yeah, it was just really fun. We were able to buy a few things and just had a really great time. Got some really good food. Oh my goodness. And my nacho plate was like, no kidding, like huge. Like I was just like, I need a to-go box, please. So we had to stop by the truck and unload a few things and lock the truck back up. So but yeah, it was a lot of fun. And like I said, I was disappointed we didn't get to go to Rogers and see family, but it's one of those things that Sean and I could understand, you know. With Dad not feeling well, it's probably a good idea just to go ahead and cancel and just try to work something out later on, depending on Gabe's schedule too, because he's going to be graduating. He's got a trip to Italy, which is just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So happy for that kiddo that he's going to get to do that. So he goes in July, I believe. So he's got that coming up too. So, but anyway, and I'm sure, like I said, a lot of y'all can relate to different changes going on in your household as you start becoming an empty nest, as your kids start graduate high school, go to college, they're trying to start their own little life, and you're so tickled pink for them, you're so happy for them, and just like, he's so smart and I'm so happy for him, but I'm just like, oh, where'd the time go? And my husband's having a really hard time with it too. You know how guys are, he'll try to hide it or he'll make little comments, and I'm like, well, he's growing up, you know. He's going to be doing stuff with friends. He's going to be having a job. He's going to be getting his apartment. You know, it's just those next steps in life for your kids. But as sad as it is to see them leaving the nest, so to speak, your heart's so happy for them because they're getting to fulfill their dream. They're getting to grow up and do these things and experience those things. And like, I remember when I graduated high school and there was all this excitement and this nerves, like, oh my goodness, like, what do I do? I mean, I didn't have it as together as my stepson does. And but you know, you got your whole life like ahead of you, and it's exciting and it's scary. But I've just told him, you know, me and your dad are here for you, and anytime you need us, you know where to find us, call us, we're here. Anything we can do to help with anything, please let us know. I just want him to know that even though he's leaving the nest and he's starting on his own to do all this, we're here too. We're here to help you. We're here to talk if you need to talk. You know, there's no time that you can't just come over here and see us, call, whatever you need, we'll be here. And I think that's so important for kids. They need to know that they can still rely on you even though they're trying to do things on their own. But just to know that you're still there for them, you're not going anywhere. So, and I think that's so very important. Um, with any of your kids like that as they're starting to go on their own and go into the world. I'm just trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. Talked about the trip and my family, some about my son growing up and graduating high school. Talked about Annabelle and her bone. Yes, I hear you over there just chewing. You're a sweet baby, though. I love my animals a lot. Like I said, we've got 5 dogs. We've got 4 cats, although Gabe will be taking Alex with him once he gets his apartment. So we'll have her till August sometime, and then she's going to be going with Gabe. She's always been his cat, so... And I always told him from the time he was little and she was born and he picked her out, I said, well, she's your cat. So whenever you're ready to move out or to have her, she's yours. So he's excited about that too, that he gets to have his Alex. So then we've got our horse Ginger, and I've got 4 goats right now. I've got 2 weathered boys, meaning they're not... how do you say, they can't breed. I've got 1 buck, he can breed, and I've got a female little doe. And just recently they turned a year old, and they were introduced to the other 2, so they had a separate area for a long time while they were little. And I didn't want her pregnant too soon. I wanted her to be at least a year old before she gets pregnant and becomes a mom. So we've got her out there now, so hopefully we might have some little does by the fall. So hopefully, late summer, early fall, hopefully we'll have our first kids born. So, or a kid or kids. It depends if she has twins or has 1. Sometimes they're known to have triplets, but I don't see that happening with her. I think 1 or twins maybe, but anyway, so it's a lot of fun just having the land and having the animals and being able to do those things, and it's just worth it. And I'll tell you, I've just been in the best mood lately. I don't know if any of y'all can relate or experience that or have that experience, especially if you've got health issues or mental health issues. Winter time's really hard on me. It's just not my favorite time of year. I don't like being really cold. I'm just not a winter person. Yeah, I'm just like anybody else. Oh, cool, it snowed, and I enjoy it for a day or 2, then I'm like, go away. Okay, I've had enough. I got to have my fun. I got to see some snow. Got to go outside in it. When you got to feed all the farm animals and stuff, and you're walking through snow, and you're unthawing water and stuff for them, yeah, you get pretty tired of that pretty quick. So I'm like, yeah, I'm over this. It's pretty, but I'm over it. So but since spring has come, I've just been loving it. All the green everywhere. Oh, I can hear my goats now. I got this window open back here, and I can just hear them out there. Meh. But yeah, everything's just so green and lush this time of year. It's just so pretty, and just the sun today, and the sky is so blue today, and I'm just really, really digging it. So, and hopefully that's good for y'all too, or hopefully where you're at, you're experiencing good weather today, and good weather brings good vibes, brings good mood. So, it's a plus, plus, plus. So, I definitely like that. Like I said, I'm not really a big winter person, and it kind of gets me down. And then back in December, everything started happening with my dad, and I was just trying to. I love Christmas time, and it's like my favorite time of year. So I had to put a lot of stuff and a lot of thoughts on the back burner to get through Christmas and to enjoy that time with my family. And like I said, especially to my stepson Gabe, because this was his last Christmas being in high school before he graduates and all that. So it was really special this year, and just tried to have a really good holiday season and all that, but it was just a lot weighing on my mind too, a lot going on. And he's been kind of up and down with some of his health, and then we got to go see him. I'm trying to remember when that was, if it was February. I think it was because it was after the snow, I think. I'm thinking it was. And it was a pretty nice day when we went. And then he got home and he was doing pretty well with my brother. Like I said, he was kind of back to his old self again. And then he just started not feeling very well again, having some issues again. So, y'all just say some prayers and send some good thoughts and good vibes for my dad and my brother in that situation, and that hopefully he's going to have some good days still ahead of him, and I hope start feeling better and start feeling more like himself again. The whole thing's just been really hard, and it's been just like up and down with a lot of stuff, and but it's life and it happens. And as you get older, your parents get older, and it's really hard. I lost my mom be like 4 years ago, I believe, or I know it's definitely going to be 4, I believe, at the beginning of October. And it's hard every day. There's things I'd like to be able to call my mom and talk to her about, and this and that, and just not able to now. It's hard when you lose them. And I'm sure there's a lot of you women out there that can relate. Maybe you've lost a parent, one or both, or and my heart goes out to you, because I know it's not easy, especially when you're used to talking to them or calling them, and then it's just really hard. But I just try to embrace the life around me, my husband, my son, my animals, living out here in the country, just enjoying that, and just having that family around me is a blessing. So, and I hope that a lot of you out there do have that blessing or a blessing in your life, even if it's animals, because everybody knows our dogs and things are so special and so important as part of our families. Which, oh, there's my Anna. You want to come up here and say hello? I don't know if y'all can see the top of her little head here. Oh, that's my Anna Banana. So she's my Annabelle Lee. But you can tell I love my dogs. I love my babies. They're definitely my babies with paws and hooves, I like to say. So all my farm babies, all my babies that are in the house, all my sweet dogs are just such a blessing. And they know when you need them, or when they need you. It's just a special bond that you can have with your dogs and cats and things that you have. So I hope that everybody has those blessings. And if you don't have a pet and you're wanting one, definitely do it. I think everybody should at least have one pet, a dog, or, just, you don't understand that bond and how special it can be until you have them in your life. And y'all check out the shelters first. There are so many dogs that they just want a good and loving home, and they need you. And that's what I would recommend, or anything. I mean, some of them we've rescued, and then my Dealy, she was a giveaway. She was free, like from a litter of puppies. So we got her when she was a puppy and started training her. And she's a chocolate lab with some German Shepherd mixed in too, and she is spoilt rotten. Me and Dealey's like this. uh, she's a good, oh well, you can probably see her picture on the wall, like right there by the cross. That's Dealey. But she's a mess too, and I love all my babies, and I definitely recommend it. And especially some of you women too, or even men. This is primarily, I call it the Pink Lady Speaks Her Mind, and it's primarily self-help for us women. But what I talk about, you men could be going through as well, you know, chronic pain issues, health issues, family life, or things like that. So, but I definitely recommend a dog. They're such great companionship. Or if you're not a dog person, definitely a cat, because you can bond with them too. And if you've got chronic health issues, any kind of mental health issues, they are so good to have around, and they just bring you so much joy and so much comfort. So that's what I would say. I recommend everybody get some pets. Or at least a pet. So I definitely promote that and the health benefits of having fur babies around. So, but I guess with all that being said, I need to finish getting my cooking done. I got my spaghetti meat sauce done today, sauteed some onions and some minced garlic, and got my spaghetti sauce all made, and my, you know, did my hamburger meat and my sauce, and added all my sauteed stuff to it and that, and it's smelling amazing in the kitchen. But yeah, all I got left is to make the spaghetti, put that on when my husband gets home, and put the breadsticks in the oven, and it's so delicious. Also, I want to tag or mention, if y'all are on Facebook, I ran across some videos, and they're so cute and funny, and they're even more southern than we are up here in Arkansas. Their accents are just so cute and to die for. I think they might be from Alabama, but it's Cooking with Babe. And then the other one's her husband does a lot of grilling too. But I just love it. And I made her steak bites and the little golden potatoes yesterday in the crock pot. Oh my word, they were so good. So it's basically like you take the stew meat, steak pieces, you know, and you kind of sear them in your skillet with your seasonings and your oil and that. I used bacon up. They use a lot of bacon up in their videos too. And so I got it all seared and put it in my crock pot and seasoned with my little gold potatoes with the oil and the seasonings, and I'll put those in the crock pot with the meat. And oh my goodness, tender, delicious. And to go with, I made some Italian style green beans, and I used the bacon up in that too with a little bit of the Splenda brown sugar and a little seasoning, and oh, they were delicious. So yeah, so if you guys like to cook or you want to get into more cooking, her videos are extremely easy. Again, that's Cooking with Babe, and you can pull up her videos on Facebook. But I've really enjoyed it, and I definitely want to do some more of her recipes, and I may even have to look at getting me another new crock pot, because I'm just really enjoying getting into a lot of that. So, but with that being said, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Sean will be getting off here about 4:30, so he'll be giving me a call too. So actually, that's in just a couple minutes, because it's 4:26. So so I'm going to go ahead and end this today, and it was great talking to you ladies, and thank you so much for following me and watching my podcast. It means the world to me. It's so good to be able to talk to y'all about things on my mind, and I hope that you guys can relate to a lot of family stuff or things that I've been talking about. You can go back and look at some of my episodes, but I just really appreciate it and really enjoy it, and I love each and every one of y'all. And if I could send you a big old hug right now, I'm sending it to you. y'all are just amazing, and thank you so very much. And y'all have a very blessed and beautiful day and the rest of your week. Bye.